Anyone know if Jeff Bezos drinks coffee? I bet founding Amazon in the coffee capital of the United States, enjoying the beverage is a prerequisite, right? But do you think that he drinks Starbucks coffee? So, what's the name of the biggest size of coffee at Starbucks? Venti? All my Starbs fangirls and boys are likely screaming at me like, wow, Josh, you didn't know that basic fact. Well, why isn't this Venti news between Amazon and Starbucks being talked about more? Do you see what I did there? And this is the prime example of why I don't do comedy content. If you haven't heard yet, Starbucks and Amazon recently entered into a retail partnership. This new store concept is called the Starbucks Pickup with Amazon Go experience. My gut reaction of hearing this when the news leaked a few months ago was one of exuberance. Now that the first official location in Midtown Manhattan, New York City is open, it's easy to see that these pickup only Starbucks stores paired with Amazon Go are going to be a fucking work of business partnership art. Before I get into kind of my love fest strategic commentary, let's go kind of back to the future and I can give you a rundown on these individual store concepts. So let's kind of start with these Starbucks pickup locations. In November 2019, Starbucks opened its first ever Starbucks pickup store in New York City's Penn Plaza, designed for Starbucks customers on the go. This store concept uses Starbucks mobile order and pay through the Starbucks mobile app as the primary ordering and payment method for customers. So Starbucks Pickup was designed to pretty much modernize and reimagine the customer experience in its stores in high traffic metropolitan areas. It essentially takes the peak moment of the purchase and moves it into kind of like the final handoff area where the Starbucks employee is ready to make the transaction extremely memorable. Now, this might seem kind of counterintuitive to the Starbucks like third place ethos, but as customer behaviors have evolved, the company recognizes the importance of evolving its stores to provide experiences that reflect customer needs through digital ordering experiences, products, and its diverse store portfolio. At the time of recording, the total number of Starbucks pickup locations was kind of just under 50, but they do plan on opening 300 of them in the next 18 months. So, kind of shifting this into Amazon Go. In January 2018, Amazon opened a futuristic convenience store concept called Amazon Go in Seattle. Amazon Go is kind of the first store to utilize the internally created Just Walk Out technology that allows for a completely checkout free shopping experience. Now, if you've been following my content for years, you might remember that I visited one of the first Amazon Go locations in 2019 during a business trip to Chicago. And if you wanted to kind of hear my detailed thoughts about Amazon Go and why I believe it really is a retail concept of the future, I'll make it easy for you, kind of pop up the video for you guys right here. And I'll also leave the link in this content's description. But essentially, this checkout free shopping experience is made possible by the same types of technologies that are used in self driving cars. So, computer vision, sensor fusion, and deep learning. Just Walk Out technology automatically detects when products are taken from and returned to shelves and keeps track of them in a virtual cart. Then, when you're done shopping, you just leave the store. You don't have to check out or anything like that. And later, Amazon will send you a receipt and charge your Amazon account. When the Amazon Go concept was announced, Amazon was like extremely bullish to the point that they proclaimed they were going to open 3,000 locations by the time 2021 was over. But as recording this, we're actually in the first few days of 2022. And Amazon only has about 45 of these Amazon Go locations in, I think, only about a handful of cities. While that's a huge difference from the expectation, I'm not sure that it has any bearing on the impact that the Just Walk Out technology has had on the entire retail industry. You now have more than a handful of startups working on similar retail technology stacks. And I posed the question on my Twitter in July of 2021 around if the last 18 months were kind of a COVID-19 effect pause for Amazon, or were they resetting the larger strategy for this retail concept? I think it was a little bit of both, knowing what we know now with the Starbucks partnership and how they have been utilizing the Just Walk Out technology in larger format Amazon Fresh grocery stores. Now, just kind of combining these two things together, so the Starbucks pickup with Amazon Go experience, we're not really sure exactly the long term plans for this partnership, but there will be three Starbucks pickup with Amazon Go locations that are planned for this initial test, with two of them being scheduled to open up later this year. So, kind of why am I really excited about this partnership for both companies? I think, firstly, Starbucks gets an extra shot of espresso. The coffee shop obviously doesn't necessarily need the help, but Amazon Go is still an experience that most consumers haven't tried out yet. So, this will drive extra interest to the newer Starbucks pickup store locations. And then it also will create a ton of trial for Amazon Go for this futuristic shopping experience, which will help them kind of scale that out to more cities. Now, secondly, Amazon Go significantly broadens the assortment of choices available to traditional Starbucks goers who want to kind of work, study, and just kind of hang out. Thirdly, normal Starbucks fans will kind of get an extra jolt of efficiency as the store concept is designed for customers who want to buy coffee or a snack quickly and can't possibly wait the extra few minutes they'd normally spend interacting with the barista or the cashier. Fourth, it provides a quick, minimal touchpoint solution for worried pandemic era consumers. But the automation also helps with global staffing crunch that Starbucks hasn't been able to isolate itself from. And then, kind of final and maybe the biggest partnership value from Amazon's perspective is that they are getting a huge win for their Just Walk Out technology. They started offering this technology to third parties in March of 2020, but the wins really have been quite minimal from Amazon's perspective. And kind of why is that happening is that I believe many retailers are fearful of maybe not enabling Amazon to gather too much customer data that will eventually be used against them. Amazon is already a grocer, already a convenience store, and will soon become a department store. This isn't necessarily a fear with Starbucks. There's really no threat of Amazon disintermediating the other party because Starbucks is really cemented in consumers' brain. Amazon can't just go out and become Starbucks. It's too difficult. And that's really what makes this partnership a match made in business heaven. But I just want to end on some final thoughts, kind of ask myself, like, where can this partnership go in the future? I think the obvious direction is that there's a massive rollout of these Starbucks pickup with Amazon Go experiences in every major metro area. But maybe there's kind of more to this. Amazon has huge grocery ambitions, and it would love to have Starbucks coffee shops inside the large scale, checkout free Amazon Fresh stores. This kind of feels inevitable, right? If you enjoyed this YouTube video, consider hitting that like button to support me. Also, help me get to my short term goal of 2,000 subscribers by hitting that subscribe button. I'd love to see you join me on this journey, but we need to fix the fact that more than 70% of you watching this right now aren't subscribed to my channel, and that's making me extremely sad. But just want to thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.